Binge check. It's all okay. Hi everybody, my name's Ethan and welcome to this week's video. After a lot of weeks of thinking about it and actually sort of trying to get there, I have decided, as you can probably tell from down below, that the coffee and chat thing is no longer as special as it was before because all my videos are the same. So I might as well just call them my videos. So coffee and chat no longer exists, but now I have sort of rearranged my channel so you can find my vlogs in a specific playlist and you can find my coffee and chat what they were, but now they're just like random videos for you guys and they're on a different playlist, so hopefully that'll be easy for you guys to see what you want to see. Also on that note, if you haven't been watching my vlogs, then you can check out I've been vlogging, daily vlogging this whole week, and it has been crazy because I haven't realised how much work and concentration you've got to go into to sort it out. It's not only for you guys, but it's for me to see like what I've been doing in the week, so it's sort of like documenting my life for later on when I can look back and say, oh yeah, that's what I did, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, getting on to this week's video, so if you haven't noticed, I'm not in my usual place, and if you haven't been watching my vlogs at all, then you won't know that I am not in the UK at the moment. I am actually at my father's. And my dad doesn't live in England anymore, he lives in Qatar. If you don't know where that is, and pretty much like everybody else who I tell, then I'll just say, there's a thing called Google Maps. Search. Yes, I'm here this week, and on that front I wanted to share something which I have shared on my old channel, and if you did watch my old channel, then God forbid you, but also you will know some of this information that I'm about to talk about. Basically, if you didn't know that I used to live in this, well, not here in Qatar, but in this neck of the woods, even though my time living in Dubai wasn't very long, I still learned a lot of things which I've taken on board now, and that has helped, well, it sort of helped me, and it sort of changed the way that I see things in life, so I thought that I'd share it with you guys. Now before I start, I know that quite a lot of my friends or people who may be watching this video have lived abroad and may have different experiences to me and may have different opinions and may say things like, oh, you didn't live there for very long and that. But I've decided to make this video very personal. So this is what I learned and this is what I'm saying. So if it's different to you guys, then that's your opinions. And I'm going to accept anybody else's opinions, whatever they want to comment or whatever they want to say about this, because this is a very personal thing. So the first thing that I learned is about how lazy we British people actually are. In Dubai, I had to get up at 5 o'clock, half past 5 maybe? It was around that time. It's still like completely, I wouldn't dream of getting up at half past 5 o'clock at the moment in the UK. I get up at half past 7 in the morning, and I still claim to be tired. But people here, they work really late and they work really early, and that's just their custom. And we as British people moan for working 9 till 5. I know people here who work 8 o'clock. I started school at quarter to 8 in the morning, and then I finished at half past 4, quarter to 5. We just accepted it because that was what we were given. That's the way of life there. We British people are just lazy. Maybe it's the fact that we moan a lot. Maybe it's just me. I do moan a lot. I mean, if you know me and you've seen my videos, if you've seen things I hate about people, you will know that I love a good rant about things. The next thing that I learned is something that everybody will probably expect me to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. It's things that we take for granted. For example, transport is one. There was no, well, there are buses, but the buses don't run to where you want to run. And I can't plane at home at the moment because I can't get a bus. I can only get a bus from the end of my road into town. So what if I want to go to Meadowhall or something? I can't get there. And I know that the transport here isn't very good, but when we lived abroad, we just took that bus service for granted. I couldn't get anywhere without my parents dropping me off. They wouldn't let me get a taxi because you don't know what they're getting into there. Other things is like food. Now we take for granted that we can walk into our supermarket and we can find all the vegetables we want, all the food that we want, and we can pay a reasonable price for that. And I think I've talked about it in a vlog. I think it's Wednesday's vlog, I can't remember. And I made a salad with some cranberries that my dad had bought. And this cranberry punnet, bear in mind in England it probably goes you what, £2-3? This cranberry punnet was over £5 for 300 grams of cranberries. I think that was absolutely mental, but we just take it for granted in the UK. We take for granted our phones. When you move or when you've got to start all this again, and we just take for granted that we're going to have our phone right to hand to pick up whenever we want. It's like the sort of people who move into a house and the first thing they have done is internet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the internet and everything that it gives me. It's not the first thing that I would do when I moved into a house. I'd make sure I had a bed, I'd make sure I had somewhere to make a cup of tea, obviously. And the final thing that I'm going to talk about is something which I think you all know what I'm going to say is the fact that you've seen another part of the world. Something which has changed my mind on what I wanted to do, what I want to do when I'm older. And I know now that the world is a very big place. And we sort of say, oh, I've been to Spain, and then you've seen the world. But the thing is, there's so much out there, and there's so many different cultures, and there's so many different sights to see, and there's so many different people to meet, interact with. And stereotypically, people don't take the advantage of the fact that we live on this planet, and there's so much to see. And that's what sort of changed my outlook on the way that the world goes and the way that I want to live when I'm older. I want to be able to say that I've experienced as much as possible of the world, because there's so much there, and I feel like it'd be a waste if I didn't take advantage of the opportunities that I have now. I can go wherever I want, you can go wherever you want, you can see whatever you want, you can live however you want. And there's a quote on the internet, and I can't remember who said the quote, but it says, your life is like reading a book, and if you stay in the same place, you only read one page. And that is completely true, and I could not agree with that statement anymore. So yeah, that's my video. I'm sorry it wasn't like normal, like where I'm having a rant or I'm having I don't know, but I decided to make this video seeing as where I am, seeing as what I'm doing. So I hope you enjoyed this, and then make sure you give this a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also check out my vlogs, which I will plot here. So you can click here now, and you'll be able to check out my vlog playlist. And yeah, make sure you go and give all them a big thumbs up. And I shall hope to see you all soon. Goodbye!